Open getexamstrategy.com, login. You can use the social login or you can create a new account using this option. So when you're logging in, you can choose the exams that you're targeting. Let us say NATA, NRFT, NID. You can choose as many exams as possible and say let's begin. You can always change the settings by going to my courses. For now, we have chosen these three options and we are saying let's begin. And once you come here, click on start. So this is how your dashboard will be shown. Here you can click on this drop down to select a different exam, or if you want to explore more courses, you can click on this more courses and select more courses so that they will be populated here. So let's go to NATA JEE paper 2. You see here there are two tabs. One is for JEE paper 2 architecture strategy test and the other is for NATA strategy test. So let's go to the NATA strategy test. And since I have not taken any test at this point of time, this area is shown as blank and it is giving us an opportunity to say get started. Okay, so once you take the test, this area will be populated with actionable suggestions. I'll show you once we finish a test. So how do you take a demo test? Try to understand by taking a demo test how it works. So let's go to NATA strategy demo test. This demo test is powered by Get Exam Strategy. So you can see the branding of the institute that is giving you this facility of taking a strategy test. So we are under NATA strategy demo test by Get Exam Strategy. So here you can see there are two sections, section 1 and section 2. So section 2 is the drawing section. So let us first attempt the section 2, then we'll go to section 1. In section 2 you can see one question. You can see multiple questions for multiple tests. Let us say if there are 3 questions, you can notice the 3 tabs for questions over here. At this point of time, for this demo test, we have only one question. So read the question, try to understand what kind of sketch they are requiring and how many marks it is. And if you just scroll down, you can also see the parameters against which your sketches will be evaluated. So it is important that you understand these parameters such that you can ensure that these parameters are addressed in your sketch. Now, after reading the sketch question is about draw from memory a scene of group of village women around a hand pump with their pitcher or utensils for filling water. So take time, draw this sketch on a piece of paper, on an A4 size paper using your pencils. Once you have finished your work, scan it or take a simple picture from your mobile phone as well. It's very easy. You can also use a mobile phone to access this portal. So once you finish drawing and clicking a picture, just upload it. Alright, So let me say that I have done this picture. So I'll open it, and once the image is loaded, you can pick this option of saving your image, or you can cancel the image. If you cancel the image, you will get the option to upload a new image. If you save, the image will be saved, and you can see these parameters against which you can self-evaluate your sketch. So this is a great provision that Get Exam Strategy gives you. So you can self-rate your work, and it is part of your learning. When self-rating, you understand against these parameters how you are rating yourself. Alright, so pick what you think is the appropriate marking for your sketches. Okay, so once you have self-evaluated, you have to click the submit button. Okay, so before clicking the submit button, I would like to make some comments for myself, saying that okay, this hand pump is quite interesting, and you can save the comments so that you can leave some notes for your own self, so you can, for easy reference. So once you do that, click on submit scores. So what is happening is you have uploaded your sketch, you have self-rated, and you have submitted your score. Once that is done, you can go down to see the works done by other students as well. So it's not just your work, but you can interestingly see other students' works as well. And you can see that the other students' works are also evaluated by the experts, and you can see the expert rating. So you will also receive an expert rating once you self-evaluate your work. Okay, if you do not self-evaluate work, then you will not get your expert rating. And go to some of the works that you like. This looks very, very interesting, isn't it? This is very involving sketch as well. So what you do is start rating other students' works as well, so that you can understand the approach. For example, this student has not done shades and shadows, but has shown very interesting textures, and the drawing skill is really good, and the perspective is also really good. Neatness and clarity can be improved. Appropriateness of sketch is yes, 100%. Relevant of objects, yes. Creativity is quite high, right? Foreground, background, they have used it very nicely. And you can also leave your comments saying that looks very professionally done. Yeah, you can leave your comments so that these comments will be read by the other student, and they get benefited. When you give or receive feedback, it is beneficial from both the ends. So please do that and submit score. So this is how you would finish your drawing section question. Alright, and at any given point of time, if you feel that this sketch is not appropriate, or you want to change into a new sketch, you can always do so by going here and deleting the upload. And please ensure that you are uploading only the JPEG images, not the PDF or the Word document. And please ensure your scanned image or photo taken image is less than 5 MB. Okay, cool. Now once you finish this, go to section 1, and read the instructions carefully. And because this is a demo test, we have 10 questions and the duration is for 30 minutes. Now this is where the GET exam strategy is very different. It uses the cognitive analysis. I'm going to explain you how the cognitive analysis works, and this platform is powered by Examplay. Examplay is a award-winning platform, EdTech platform that helps students to accelerate their learning, and we are using this technology to give you strategy insights. So we have 10 questions here. Before we attempt and show how it works, I just want to help you understand what you're going to encounter inside the test. So you have the regular objective type MCQ questions. So there's a question tag, there is a answer options, okay, and a submit button. So what is quite unique here is that we try to capture the method of arriving the answer choice from you. What is that is, if you try to answer any objective type question, there are only 3 ways you can answer. One is either using a formula or knowledge, you arrive at an answer choice, or you choose elimination by eliminating the answer options, or you have no clue what the question is, what the answer is, and you say Jai Mata Di and go for random choice. So these are called as the method of arriving at the answer choice. So we collect this information at the end of each question to give you very rich analytics. So let us go ahead and attempt the test, and I'll tell you how it's going to work. So you can always notice and be grateful for the institute that is offering this test for you. They are offering it to really help you understand how the test works and what kind of strategy that you need to use to crack exams like NATA or any other exam, right? Okay, so you have a question figure, answer figure, and do you kind of understand what the answer option is? So here you have to use logic, and if you find an answer probably through logic or formula or knowledge, so you choose here, let us say I feel that the answer is C and I have derived it based on my knowledge. So I click, and as you noticed, when I clicked on one of the options, the submit button broken down into knowledge by elimination and random choice, because I have actually genuinely solved it. So I'm going for knowledge. Okay, so let us understand this question, and let us try to use a formula and solve it. And let us say you got an answer of 10, you pick 10, and because you have used formula and knowledge, so you choose the knowledge option. Alright, so maybe in fact I do not know what this question is. Okay, it may be the first time I may be seeing this question, for example. Okay, so in this case you kind of think that, okay, looking at this particular profile section, so and also looking at this profile section, they seem to be similar, so probably answer is A, and I'm doing that, I'm choosing A because I have arrived at the elimination through elimination, considering that none of these have got a chamfered surface, right? So I would feel that, okay, answer A is the right choice, so I click here. Because I have done this problem solving through elimination, I pick elimination. Alright, so let us say I know what is this. This is a huge space, but let us say I do not know the technical name of it, and I'm trying to guess or pick randomly. I have never heard of atrium, alcove, or aisle. Okay, just for an example. It's not that I do not know, I'm just demonstrating an example for you guys. Alright, so let's say we go with this, and because my answer option is through random choosing, I pick that. Alright, so this way you pick the answer option and the method of arriving at your answer option through the right options here. Okay, and then you finish your test completely like that. Okay. So at any given point of time, if you think that you need to mark a particular question, you can always use the flag option here. So you can flag the test, flag the question, so that it basically records and it shows you after the test that okay, this is a question that you have flagged, you may require attention on that. Okay, so let us say this is by random choice, and let us say this is by elimination, and let us say I am using knowledge or formula to understand or decipher this particular view. So let us say knowledge. So once you finish all the questions, you have to ascertain that yes, you have finished attempting all the questions, and then you click on yes. The moment you click on yes, it will take you to the report. Now this is where things get very, very interesting. As you see here, the majority of the score that I have got here, I got 5 out of 50, and it is because of knowledge, elimination and random choosing. Okay, now it also tells you my overall attempt strategy. Okay, so I have used knowledge of formula for 4 questions and my accuracy is 25%. I have used elimination for answering 4 questions and my accuracy is 75%, and I used random choosing and my accuracy is 50%. Now this is just to give you an overview of how you have attempted, what is your strategy of attempting, and whether it is working or not working. Now what is more interesting here is the next set of insights that I'm going to tell you. Now if you want to crack an entrance exam, you have to do really well at 2 different stages. One stage is before writing the exam, that is during the preparation stage. How you utilize your time for studying for that particular exam matters a lot. First of all, you need to understand what to study and what not to study. So this strategy test insights tells you what to study and what not to study. Okay, that is one set of information that you can use before the exam. Okay, and the next set of information is how you need to attend the test in the exam. While doing the exam, what is the strategy you have to choose? So I will come to that little later, but let us look into the preparation strategy insights. These are the insights that you can implement immediately at this stage of preparation to improve your score tremendously. Now these strategy insights are divided into danger topics, scoring topics and master topics. So basically you can see red cards, orange cards and the green cards. So to understand it very simply, red cards means it's a danger card. Why it is a danger card? Because you have answered this particular question topic using knowledge or formula and you got the question wrong. That means that you thought you know that question, you can answer it, and you have spent 1 minute or 2 minutes of time in answering it and still you got it wrong. So you are losing 2 things. Imagine if there is negative marking in the exam. So you have not only wasted 2 minutes of time on a question that you got wrong, you also lost score because of negative marking, and it also utilized your effort and your cognitive knowledge, okay, in terms of answering or deciphering this particular question. So what that means is, if you do not attend this topic immediately and go to the exam, the chances are that you may waste your time, lose your marks and unnecessarily increase the cognitive load. Alright, so we have given you these red colored topics in order of priority. So what that means is, after you are taking your test, if you want to improve your score, of course you need to study. Okay, so these are the topics that you need to first study, right? So for example, 3D objects front view, 3D objects top view, and then once you understand the topic and thoroughly study, then you go to completion of series. Understood? Once you finish all these topics, Then if you have time, you can go to the orange topics. Orange topics are those topics where you can easily score because you have some kind of affinity or some kind of intuition in answering those or attempting those questions. So you will have an advantage if you can attend these questions or topics right after finishing the danger topics. Okay, and then it shows the master topics. Master topics are the topics where you have already studied and you are really thorough with, so you don't have to spend any further time studying these topics. Okay, now let's go further down, and very interesting graph you see here. It is subject performance. So in one glance you can understand red score basically shows that you got that score because of random choosing. The orange graph shows that you got marks in this because of elimination, and green score represents that you got it through knowledge of formula. So which means that at this point of time your current status of learning is this: you are really good in mental ability, but still a long way to go. In mathematics, you are able to crack the exam by elimination process. However, in visual spatial ability, you have not done, even though you got marks, but you have got it by random choosing. So it means that you may not get the same number of marks in your final exam. So this is an area where you have to work on, even though you have scored full marks in this. Okay, and also other topic is architectural awareness, where you have scored 0, right? So in visually, in one glance, it shows you that okay, the first and foremost area is visual spatial ability and architectural awareness. Once you finish that, you can focus on improving your score in orthographic view, and then later on you can work in mental ability area. Alright, so this is a very nice visual representation of how you stand against various topics. But however, having said that, if you have to study a particular topic, the first suggestion will be your topic of interest, and that is where you have to spend all your time and effort. And every card comes with a topic name, a reason why you have to be focusing on this area, and the number of questions that were asked, and the marks that you will gain if you focus or study this topic immediately. Okay, so this is what you have to do before the exam, when you are studying for the exam. All right, now very interesting thing is what you will be doing in the exam. So as you know that you have limited amount of time and limited amount of energy and attention span, it is quite important to attend to those questions where you can score more. And how we are showing that is through this color coding. So the topics with green color are the topics you have to attempt immediately. Okay, and red topics are the topics where you have to be very cautious while answering. If possible, leave them to the end, or if the exam do not have negative marking, go ahead and answer them. Okay, so the order of priority of answering these questions related to topics is green first, orange next, and red later. Okay, so I always like to compare answering a multiple choice test with playing a game of cricket. Both are similar. Every ball is thrown at you, like a question thrown at you. You have to make a decision whether to play it or not play it. If you do not make any discrimination and start answering the questions in a sequence, what happens is you might be spending time on those questions which you are not very strong at, and those questions could be googlies, and you can get off guard and you may lose time, energy, and marks. So this particular attempt strategy in Insights tells you how you can strategize your answering method, okay, in the exam. Alright, so these are the analytics that you get, and this is how you can understand and improve your score. You can also go to my answers and go to each of these questions and understand what were your answers and where did you go wrong, and click on any of the questions to understand further and also see an explanation, answer explanation, to know how it has to be solved. You can also sort all these questions based on the topic as well. So let us say you want to see all the orthographic view questions, you can have everything in one easy format so that you understand which are the orthographic questions, and they are also highlighted. The particular question type is also highlighted here so that you can navigate them easily. Okay, so go ahead and do this demo test first before you take up a full length strategy test. I hope this strategy test is going to help you and you will find a lot of value. And at any given point of time, if you feel that you need some assistance after you do your test, you always contact the institute that is offering you this test. They'll be more than happy to help you understand your score, your strategy, and also they'll be willing to give you the feedback on further improvement. All this just free of cost. They are doing it because they genuinely want you to improve your score and crack the exam effortlessly with least time, effort and money. Thank you so much and all the best.